Alright, what have we here? We have...
Quill and ink. Someone likes to use the old method.
Expensive too. Golden nib.
Can I do anything with that quill?
Quill and ink.
Expensive too. Golden nib.
Wonder if we can combine that with another object later on. 2 scrolls and a book.
Sketch of somewhere. Sketch of somewhere.
Some place we've not yet come across.
I don't even know if you could call that a sketch of somewhere. It just looks like some random scribbles. I mean, that clearly looks like a place, but... I wouldn't imagine that is a place. That would just be like a code or a key to something.
Solar system. Venus marked for some reason. Most like Earth of all planets.
Venus. Yes, the morning star. It's another name for Venus. Also known as...
Don't see anything useful here. Okay, so we've got Saturn. I don't understand this diagram at all. I thought that was Venus there, but the sun's over here. Venus, of course, is the second closest planet. The first being Mercury and the third being Earth. So, not sure what this is about. I mean, I recognize Saturn, but then nothing else on either side makes sense. Alright, what is in this damn book? A journal.
Wow. This looks like serious stuff. Journal. Leather bound and embossed.
What's the design on the cover? Embossed with the initial F.
There's something sticking out of the pages. Nicely worked silver key.
Slow down. Holy crap. Alright, so... I did have a very brief look at this off stream and I saw these things here. I've not actually gone through any of the dialogues though, so this is all news to me. That's given us some sort of key which is in our inventory. I know where that key goes. Jesus. Can any of you read that? I'll do my best. Claude Florentine. Entry the morning of the 15th of January 1330 AD, Temple of the Morning Star. No fewer than 22 acolytes have entered the tower since our efforts begun 2 weeks ago, with only one returning in the intervening time. This man, Thomas, swore that he had met with someone within the tower who named himself the Gardener. Thomas swore to the powers that this Gardener aided him in his escape only moments before the gibbering madness of the something fell upon him. Unfortunately, this experience has had an adverse effect on the man who has relapsed into a cerebral state of withdrawal. His body could be used to sate the hungers of the one power if he proves to be of no further use to us. Goats and poultry can be expensive and sometimes ineffectual. What, so we're just going straight to humans instead? Damn. Goats and poultry can be expensive though. That doesn't seem right. Of the testimony of Thomas concerning the existence of this Gardener, I must say that I am skeptical. Whether what he saw was figments of truth, I cannot say, but Belial, I think that says Belial, reliably informs us that the last of the gardeners perished at the hole or fall of the stone. I must take his word as truth. Right, so this appears to be Claude Florentine's journal. We've seen his name a couple of times around the place. Ah, fuck. There's multiple pages. Oh, crap. How many pages are we talking about here? So just before I started the stream, I was saying that my throat was really hurting. It's not going to get much better. So 17th of January, this is 2 days later. I can barely read this. Holy crap. Let me get closer to the screen. Following our initial experiments, it is clear to me that magical means should be employed for safety. After many long hours of reading and speculating, I have located the seal and sigil of the Minion something, one of the lesser powers. On the last crossing to the tower, the power something heeded my call to guide. Belial and I through the labyrinth, that's all one sentence, through the labyrinth void misleading the ire. Yeah, the ire was mentioned earlier. As we travelled. Eventually we happened upon the chambers of the Soulstone within the realm of Sheol. Our order now stand upon the threshold of the first of the great days. The first shard of the stone is now prepared. We are preparing for the next crossing. The stars are aligned and the portents are favourable. For the greater cause of the powers we walk to the towers. For the first time we walk without fear of the ire. I really need to go back to some of the videos and see what the ire is about. 25th of January, so 1 week later. All went as planned initially within the chambers of the Soulstone, but as the first seal upon the first shard was something upon the word and power, I can barely read this. The very fixes of hell rose and welled in all quarters. Belial was by my side with the sword in an instant to protect me from harm, but regretfully... Does that say passed out in the heat? I have no idea. When I awoke, it was on the grass verge beside the smouldering remains of the temple. As fortune would have it, the ire did not spread to my priestly shack by the something, and so all my most important papers still survive. What puzzles me though is that Belial managed to escape from the fire and the ire when 50 acolytes and priests perished in the resulting inferno by the river. You can read that, Shaki? Priestly shack by the river. You're doing better than me. And you look at it in 720p as well. This was the following day. Have I made a terrible mistake? By taking the sword from the Soulstone, have I inadvertently set into motion a series of events which I may be unable to halt? Is the sword some way connected to the Soulstone? Belial cannot touch the thing at all for some reason. It burns me to the touch now, so much that I have decided to place it in a place of safekeep. My immediate plans for the future are unclear for the moment, but through my contacts one fact is clear. Got it eventually. The first shard and seal are unmade, and the cause of the temple must continue. Belial has promised me acolytes from Europe who would be willing to travel to aid in the rebuilding of the temple. Favours owed, probably. I dare not speculate. 3 days later. The sword has disappeared from the safe place in the cottage. He hid the sword in a cottage. I immediately suspected Belial, but then realised my mistake. Last something, he was as restless as a newborn foal as we sat convening in the study. I want to say like that's last night or something, but it doesn't look like it. He blamed his uneasiness upon the absence of the sword. I am beginning to believe him now. The thief will be caught and dealt with, mark my words. That's a lot of time later, so 2.5 weeks later. How many more pages have we got? Jesus fuck. The tower is as useful as is dangerous. Once this was not the case, but as I am one of the few who has travelled there and onto other realms in the pursuit of the Order's goals and lived, I can say with all sincerity that the crossings are fraught with all kinds of hidden dangers, even with minions to guide. The ire is constantly present within the towers, whether distance on or near. Its unnerving ability to hunt and devour those who come to its place is astounding. I refer to a manuscript that I have had sent from France concerning the travels of a magician from the last century. There is no mention of any gardeners or of the tower's past, can't read that, condition maybe. The manuscript being only a fragment of a much larger body. At first, the darkened within, I heard the fettered laughter of the souls of the Ire. It came at once upon me like a storm changed with sage and gibberish song, hypnotizing and calling for sweet perdition. For I knew the tasks of something of this forgotten place. I ran and stumbled upon the cracked pave of the tower, but it was always there, here and beyond, there and always, its face looming from the shadowy depths. From whence and where did this thing come? I knew as I fell upon the cold stone, the face of death smiling down. 3 more pages, holy fuck. 13th of January, this is 90 years later. And I've just realized that these ones were taken, yeah, they're being written in different places. Temple Cottage, York Library, 1420, 90 years later. How did he survive that long? Clearly he's up to no good. Alright. I fear the fire that ravaged this place when the second shard and seal was broken was from the same source as 74 years ago. Oh, so they've broken the second seal now. The first part was all about breaking the first seal, and now they've broken the second. Damn the light and burn it from this place. Its place. If we are to lose more acolytes and severely deplete our monetary reserves to rebuild the temple each time this occurs, then we must postpone our endeavors for a while until the problem can be solved. Belial's still alive as well. Belial, again saving my life in the fire, has whispered to me of an otherworldly device that may aid the order, but its location and power is shielded from him. We are therefore currently making the necessary plans to travel to Plymouth and there pay for passage on some merchant ship to Israel. The threat from our old Templar order there does not bother me so much now that its existence is speculative. If we make Israel in good time, I hope for us to meet there with the minions. I can't read those. I want to say Gagiel, Fekos, and Anagale. I assume they're biblical figures, and bargain with them for their aid in our search. They are adept in seeking out the impossible and locating what is hidden. Hopefully our little setbacks will be solved for good. We make the journey south on the morrow. Once again, 70 years later. Merchant ship Osprey bound for England. Alright, so we've been to Israel and now we're going elsewhere. We are currently sailing off the southern points of, can't read that, in the Baltic, and if favourable winds prevail, we will dock at Southampton on the 14th of this month. Our trek through Europe has not only proven successful in respect to the fires, but also we have been able to recruit our order new members, some of them distinguished and rich. They have instructions as to where to meet with us in England in the new year. I look forward to their arrival. While in Madrid, I took the opportunity to call in on an old friend who was able to disclose secrets of the tower from an old manuscript he had saved from the library before the Inquisition could impose themselves. As I sit here in this something stinking cabin, I cannot help but wonder on what Thomas had said to me so long ago, given what the scroll discloses. I think Thomas was on page 1 of this and I've completely forgotten it. Alright, final page. God, 31 years later. The great power of the shards has appeared to us, thankfully. Though Abaddon's reasons are his own, he has divulged the secrets of the shards and seals within the chambers of the Soulstone. It is holding something back, I know it. I have confidence in his power yet. Something disturbs Belial, though again he is reticent. I don't know that's how you pronounce that. No matter how much I think that I know him, I am forever abated in my belief, by his petty shows of secrecy. Speaking unto him, we have agreed that it may be for the best at this time if the two do not cross paths. Belial is more than convinced of this. Of the tower, Abaddon has revealed much. The name Raziel has appeared in our conversation much, and this power appears to have place and dominion within the spiritual realm of Rakria for some reason. And that's where we're going next. Abaddon has informed us that there is a neutral power like himself with the agency of imprisonment and freedom over those that trespass certain laws, transgress. I must speak with this power called there at some future point, but a device for passage into Rakria, his realm, is beyond my sight. Okay, this is what we need. Abaddon will disclose sites and locations of these and all other devices, but I feel the cost of bargaining will be high. I fear I must agree to its terms all the same. The Egyptian mask and the other devices I now keep secure from the others. With this act, I can be sure that only I may tread the paths of the tower unless permission is asked personally by others. Right, you got all that? Because I sure as shit don't. So Florentine had the power to walk the realms, along with a bloke called Belial. They've broken at least 2 seals, probably more. They've travelled the world looking for acolytes for their temple. Rakria is mentioned on the last page here, and that's where we're going next. And he mentions a device here, and that he would have to pay a high price or a bargain to get to Rakria. Well, we've just picked up a map of Rakria, so he must have got there.
I have a feeling this book holds the answer to quite a few questions.
No doubt. Let's go through it thoroughly and systematically, okay?
Hey, yeah, did you get all that, chat? Do I need to read it again? Should I start from the beginning? No. Alright. Let's listen to this with some actual proper voice acting.
I wonder if the gardener that Florentine mentions in the journal is Raphael. Or is it one of the others? Raphael did say he was the last. That means that there must have been more at some point in the past.
If it is, it means that he's been around as long as Florentine has.
Raphael was the name mentioned on the last page. Man, that font is just rubbish. Yeah, so Raphael is the last. There were more before him. Florentine or... No, it was Thomas who went in. Thomas went into the tower, and Thomas met the gardener. Thomas must have met someone before Raphael.
Evidently, the gardener that Florentine mentions in his journal is Raphael. Anything else in the journal to support that?
On return from the tower, Belial told Florentine that the gardeners had returned, and that they were responsible for the deaths of the demons guarding the gates.
It would seem that Raphael did have some friends.
Let me hear that again.
Evidently, the gardener that Florentine...
On return from the tower, Belial told Florentine that the gardeners had returned, and that they were responsible for the deaths of the demons guarding the gates.
It would seem that...
So what, the gates to the other realms were being guarded by demons, but they have been defeated. By whom?
Evidently.
On return from the tower,
The
Belial...
gardeners. The gardeners defeated the demons at the gates, and Raphael is the last of them.
The one power. The journal mentions the one power. He's talking about God?
The opposite. Florentine makes a reference in his journal to the one power when a temple member goes mad, and Florentine threatens to use him as some sort of sacrifice.
So they sacrificed their members then. Nice way to do business.
As it said, it was cheaper than poultry or goats.
This temple business. Anything in the journal? Anything I've missed?
Seems to be some sort of religious order. According to the journal, there were more than just acolytes working for Florentine. It mentions powers, dark powers.
Damn, I really thought there was more than that.
I wonder
If it is,
it would seem that evidently would this temple.
I really thought there were more options than that. I did have a very brief look at this journal off stream, about 5 minutes after completing the previous video, but I didn't actually go through any of those pages or read them out. Or read them silently, for that matter. Alright, so we picked this stuff up. I'm not actually sure what to do next. I do know that there was a key in the book. This guy here.
Nicely worked silver key. Nicely worked silver.
And I do know exactly where it goes. So what, this was Florentine's bedroom, perhaps? I'm definitely not reading that. Although that sort of makes more sense now that we've read the journal and that we know that he and Belial broke the first and second seals at least. And probably more, according to that. Anyway, in this bedroom, we can use the key here. And look at that.
Statuette. Covered in gold leaf.
That is the 7th statue. 7 statues, 7 things, 7 seals. Yeah, so from this point, I'm actually not sure how to
Doesn't
progress.
appear to be working.
But based on what was written in the journal, I believe what we need to do is somehow find a way of getting to this other realm. And the simplest, easiest way would be to use this thing. But I don't know how it's getting activated. For now, though, I'm just going to have a quick wander around here. It seems like a very strange view outside this window. I don't want to spend too long in this room. This room gives me a headache. Can't imagine what it's like for someone with actual epilepsy. Yeah, I don't see any other doors or anything that I can enter here. So we've got this observatory, and I don't see a way out here either.
Plenty of this rubble around.
The structure doesn't look too safe, does it?
This dead end looks very sus. Like, why is this dead end even here? But I did have a look around the edges of the observatory on the previous stream, and I don't see anything that can really help me here. We just got a bunch of telescopes which all say the same thing.
1779. Fleur and Maison.
French.
Mademoiselle, you really amaze me sometimes. Solar system. Venus marked for some reason. Most like Earth of all planets.
Venus. Yes, the morning star. It's another name for Venus.
That graphic looks identical to the scroll that I picked up. Wait a moment, can I discuss the... Oh god, all of these have appeared. No, it wasn't Raphael, it was Raziel. R-A-Y-S-I-E-L. But yeah, this graphic at the background here looks identical to this. Just at a slightly lower resolution. We need to listen to some of this stuff, I think, because the clue to progressing may be here. Are you Elias Camber?
Claude Florentine.
Yep.
This Elias Camber fellow. His parcel and his lies. Who the hell can he be?
Claude Florentine, alias Elias Camber. According to these parchments, he was a Knight Templar and the priest of this temple, the Temple of the Morning Star. The first entry written in his journal is dated 1330. And the last 1521.
Come on, Rebecca. That would make him nearly 200 years old. And with him being here over 500, that can't be possible.
What year is this game set in? (1320). If you say over 500 years old, that brings us to 1820. Damn, I didn't realise this game was so old, but the thing is, we've got cabs, we've got transportation. It must be the 90s. The 1900s, whatever. It must be around that time period.
Florentine. Claude Florentine. Alias that son of a lying bitch Elias Camber. What the hell's he doing here? More to the point, what does he want from me? Icon said that Florentine was right. Two would come. Do I have any say in what's happening here? Or my future?
Do I have any say to be able to see the subtitles?
Claude Florentine. This Elias Camber fellow. Come on, Rebecca. Florentine.
No. That last line there is not subtitled. Chamber to Soulstone. Hello. We haven't seen that before.
Anything in the journal I've missed on this Soulstone chamber?
Well, it seems to lie within a place called Shoal. Something went on there. Something involving a sword and the fires of hell.
True to form. This Shoal place. Know anything about it, Miss Trevisard?
In the Old Testament, Sheol is the Hebrew version of the Greek Hades, hell, or part of it anyway. It's commonly regarded as the place where the dead exist, as shades, or as a place of torment for the wicked. You should feel right at home.
Sounds like hell, all right.
Why would you say that?
Raphael said it's possible to get there through the tower. Hell. This is crazy.
Sheol was one of the harder levels in the Binding of Isaac. Spoopy. So this is some sort of neutral power. That's all I know about it.
Raziel. He's apparently the guardian spirit of Raquia.
That's how it reads in the journal. Raquia is Raziel's domain.
Any ideas as to what Raziel might look like?
He usually appears as a tall man wearing black, sound of chains and keys heralding him. However, his true form is as a monstrous humanoid with skeletal wings protruding from his temples. But that form is never seen except by those whom he keeps in his tower.
Thank Christ.
Wings coming out of his temples? Surely they can't be massive wings. Surely they're like horns or horns shaped like wings. Okay, I've learned nothing. Where do we go from here? That is exactly the same star chart. Turn this light off. Just wondering maybe if it's something to do with the lights here. But I think that's more to do with just stylistic flickering and draw distance. This corridor here, though, seems very sus. There's got to be more than that, more to it. Adam did make a comment about lights flickering in here, but I've not seen anything other than an epilepsy trigger. Is there something over there? No. Yeah, let me take another look down here, but the problem I've got is I can't backtrack.
Don't budge.
So this is initially where I came from.
This one's stuck fast.
Specifically, I came from the caverns through this area here.
Plenty of this rubble around.
The structure doesn't look too safe, does it?
We took out a couple of these lion-like creatures, so we can't backtrack into the caverns. That much here is very clear. That either wasn't there before. No, wait. That totally was there before. Never mind. No, that's not working. This seems a hell of a lot more likely to work than the other one. What is that? Okay, I think we have our answer. Yeah, let me just make a save before I go back in there, but that presumably is either going to take us to the realm of Rakria, or it's going to take us somewhere else in the Earth realm. Maybe to another area of the house that I actually recognize. Alright, let's do this. Chapter 7. Beyond the Gates.
Teleported us to the study.
Still has some power remaining. Faint, though.
We seem to be standing very, very high. Probably because we're standing directly on top of one of these statuettes. Yeah, okay. So I actually have the final two statuettes now, don't I? Where are they? 1 and 2. So one of them was in Florentine's bedroom. I can't even recall where the other one was. Before we use it, I just want to have a very quick look around here just to see if anything has changed at all. Did I smash that mirror on this playthrough?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
If you could possibly tear yourself away, Adam. We've got business, remember?
Hey, yeah, we have this, that leads us back to the Egyptian area. Is this door still locked?
Stuck fast. Won't budge.
No, it's not locked, it's actually stuck. Just making sure it's not connected to that switch at all. And yeah, I'm still deeply uncertain what this thing did.
Old chest. Nothing in it.
We moved that chest and nothing appeared to happen. It said, though, that something opened up. I didn't like that.
Won't budge.
This room's still full of blank canvases. Can't go in here.
Stuck fast. Cult-style robes.
No name, no signature. No date either.
The guy with the skeletons. Locked.
So I still have a key that I have not used. The tiny room key. I don't think that was the one that I just, the tiny room that I just entered. No, well, no, it can't have been because we tried using it last time and it didn't let me in there. Yeah, don't know. Alright, I think it's time that we go back to the study and place the final two statuettes and see what happens. If that's going to give us access to the sarcophagus or what. Okay, so we just saw one of these switches on the downstairs or wherever it was next to that teleporter. So those are similar style switches.
The statuettes are glowing. Something's happening to the sarcophagus. It's opening.
Is that a ladder down there?
Oh, I've got a terrible feeling about this. That was most unexpected. So this takes me back down to Florentine's area. And I'd not mean to immediately go back in there. What about the one on the other side? Oh god, nope, nope, nope. Wait. Oh, that is a wonderful troll. Takes me back down. Ah, okay. So if I don't have the statuettes, presumably this is a way that I can get back down here to grab the statuette, because the statuette's in one of these little nooks here. Okay, that's great, except I don't see a way back. Are you holding a scroll or something? No, that's a mace. No, it's an axe. It looked like it was holding a scroll for a moment. Alright, so there is no need to touch the buttons on the side of the sarcophagus.
Teleported us to the study.
Still has some power remaining. Faint though.
Yeah, so we can collect the 5 gold statuettes from around the study. And if we're missing the other 2, we click the buttons and that takes us to the relevant places so that we can get the statues.
It's got some sort of liquid.
Yes, it's
Yeah, let's just use the thing because I want my health back. Alright, I think it's time to go down the ladder.
The statuettes are glowing. Something's happening to the sarcophagus. It's opening.
Is that a ladder down there?
It may be a ladder, but you know what? We're just going to fall down because that's how video games work. What? Well, we were in a mansion, but God knows where we are now.
What's that smell?
Sulfur. Something's been burning.
Is this like the Armageddon clock or something? We have a handprint there. I'll look at that in a sec. Okay, it seems to be pointing to 3:30.
Jesus. Try getting this on your mantelpiece.
There seems to be something odd about this clock.
What's odd about it? What's odd about it, Rebecca? Tell me what's slightly odd about that.
Dragons, knights, and shields. Seems to be the current theme here.
That and fire. Look, all the dragons are breathing fire.
I don't see these
Dragons, knights, and
That and fire. Look, all the dragons are breathing fire.
Yeah, it's a similar motif or even the same graphic on all of these. Some of them are different, but I don't see any of them that stick out in particular.
Jesus.
There seems to be something odd about this clock.
What about directly above me?
Look at this thing's mouth. It's all black.
Dragons seem to be the current theme around here.
And I can't interact with those doors at all. Okay, so it looks like what I should do next is play with the handprints.
Oh, God.
You say that like we haven't dealt with this many, many times before, Adam.
Jesus.
There seems to be something odd about this clock.
Alright, so if I hit this again, are we going to have exactly the same thing happen?
Oh, God.
Alright. Can I do anything with the hands by running into them? No. That's interesting. I've got to go up the side here. Let me just try hacking at these things. Nothing. I imagine what I have to do here is somehow turn the hands of the clock and then play with that lever and what that's, or that handprint, and that's going to open the door here. But I don't immediately see what to do to interact with the clock.
Jesus.
There seems to be something odd about this clock.
I'm trying to run into this and nothing's happening. What about if I try shooting it? Which seems very odd because we don't have any handgun bullets nearby. No, nothing. I'm pointing here and shooting, but Adam's shooting up there. Okay. Is there anything in my inventory about this? There is not. Something's been removed here. No clue what. I don't think there was anything in the journal to help me get through here. Let me just go back to the study and take a look in there just to see if I've missed something, perhaps. I could also try falling down here, but that seems like a terrible idea. Which means I have to try it at least once. Done. Were there any other paths in this section? No, nothing. Wait a minute.
Hand's not working, but it's still ticking. Doesn't make any damn sense. Still doesn't make any damn sense.
Wait a
Still
minute.
doesn't make any damn sense. Hand's not working, but it's still ticking. Doesn't make any damn sense.
I can't imagine that will make any difference here, but let me just try it anyway. Failing that, I'll go back and look at the clock again. The clock in here is not changing. Okay. But it seems way, way, way too coincidental for that clock to do something in the study. So it's got to mean something. But I'm not sure what yet. The minute hand is constantly pointing towards 12, which is not where I want it to be pointing. But look at that. I mean, we could see 12, 3, 6, 9 there. Maybe I have to do something like this. Have it point at maybe 3 or 9. Maybe it's inverted. I don't know.
Still doesn't make any damn sense.
That thing being open like that, though, is really, really making me wonder. And it doesn't stay open for terribly long.
Still doesn't make any damn sense.
There were a couple of notes on the desk here, but they were basically just love letters from someone to Claude. I don't believe that's going to be useful at all.
Still doesn't make any damn sense.
Thing is, we don't have an interactable object here. It's not like this where we can just place anything on there and get a failure notice. This thing just opens up and then goes, no, there's nothing here. Doesn't make any sense. Let me try putting it there. I'll go back and check. Then I'll try putting it at the 3 perhaps. But I don't think this is the answer either. The game's actually asking me to use my brain now, and I'm not sure that I like it. Yeah, it is clearly pointing at 3:30 here. And if my theory is correct that it was inverted, then that pretty much blows it out of the water because it's pointing at 9 o'clock right now. Yeah, okay, I'm a bit confused by this. If we just hit this thing, this is going to spawn another monster.
Oh, God.
Just want to kill him close to this thing to see if anything changes. Alright, let's try that, but I don't think that's going to help me. Failing that, maybe there is something on the first floor that I'm missing. Nope, no change here.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Look at this thing's mouth. It's all black.
Dragons seem to be the current theme around here.
We do have a dragon shield, but I don't think that's going to be
Dragon.
helpful at all.
Scorched quite badly.
Quite recently, too.
Because, I mean, I can't interact with this door. I can't interact with that thing. The only thing I can interact with in this room, by the looks, is the handprint.
Jesus.
There seems to be something odd about this clock.
To me, it seems like these hands can move, but I don't understand how. Nothing on its torches. Alright, what of these murals that don't show the dragons fighting? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count that correctly? I have no idea. So 4 and 6 on this side, counting from 1 there, do not have dragons fighting. It's got just a single dragon thingamajig there. And the other side does not really mesh cleanly with that because we've got the stairwell there. Oh boy. But we have 3 on that side and 2 on this side.
Dragons, knights, and shields. Seems to be the current theme here.
That and fire. Look, all the dragons are breathing fire.
Conversely, we have 5 breathing fire there and 4 breathing fire here. Yeah, I'm going to admit I'm a little bit lost here as to what to do. But this here seems huge. It wouldn't matter if I could find an object to use on it though, because the only part I can interact with is the face.
Hand's not working, but it's still ticking. Doesn't make any damn sense.
Okay, so if the hand's not working, can we make the hand work?
Still doesn't make any damn sense.
I don't see anything in the inventory that we can use as a replacement hand. Rebecca, help me. Not like that. There's nothing about... Alright. Thinking. Perhaps what we need to do here is we need to go back to the tower. Which I think I can do by going this way. Heading upstairs here. And going into here.
Combine the face with the soul, traveler. Become.
I hear you. Has something changed in here, perhaps? Can we go to Requia? I mean, we picked up a map of the place. That seems very, very, very much like the thing we should be doing right now.
Heled lies to the north, traveler. The path to Requia is to be found in the south.
None of that helps me, though.
There's something odd about this pillar.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Power's faint but very powerful.
Kuduru, map and marker for the tower.
Traveler. The path to Heled is to be Requia can be located in the east.
Problem is, without a compass, I'm kind of screwed. Right, so that takes me to Heled.
Don't believe we've seen this gate before.
It's certainly not the one we used to get here.
Ah, game, you're just fooling me. That's going to take me back to Heled, 1000%. Yep.
Combine the face with the soul, traveler.
Alright. Which direction is Helid?
The path to Heled is to be found in the south.
Okay, so that way is south. I am now facing north.
Rakwia can be located in the east.
This is Rakwia.
There's something odd about this pillar.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Power's faint but very powerful.
What happens if I use the Egyptian mask here? Because that was mentioned in the journal. Never mind, I can't use it because presumably I am wearing it. I've got Aqua, but not Rakwia. Never mind, I'm blind.
Put two and two together, I'd say that place that Raphael mentioned, Rakwia, was another world, like the tower.
He said there were 4 worlds. Rakwia is only one of them, the realm of spirit.
But how do we get inside? I did see something about the observatory here. Just want to have a look at this again.
All the charts in the observatory show Venus.
Venus.
Never mind, that is worthless. Yeah, I do wonder if there's a way we can access this by using something on it. But I wouldn't know what to use. And just looking at this, it again isn't coming up with the green interactable in the icon here.
But his face is hidden to me.
But yeah, that's the parts of Rakwia, 1000%. It's quickening going through the menu and reloading. Alright, so I feel I've made a good effort to try and figure out how to progress, but at this point I'm stuck. I'm going to take a very quick look at a walkthrough, just so that I'm not keeping myself held up for too long. Oh, there's a lot of chapters. In the clock room, walk up the stairs and look at the floor. Do not hit the hand panel. Set the clock for 6 o'clock. Are you telling me that I can actually interact with that clock? Because if I can, I did not see an option on how to do it. If you're telling me I can just click it, and it works, then I'm going to be very upset. Because yeah, 6 o'clock would make sense because we're getting the clock opening back in the study. Reading it again. In the clock room, walk up the stairs and look at the floor. Do not hit the hand panel behind you yet, or samurais will appear. Ah, for fuck's sake. That's frustrating. That's super, super, super frustrating. It's so easy to miss just coming up here and your attention's drawn to the hand panel. That, in my opinion, is not great game design. If you wanted that to be noticeable, you'd have a little, like a wall just in front of you here so that you can't fall forward, and these things would be located on the wall. God damn it.
Switch. Moves left and right. Switch. Moves left and right.
The frustrating thing is I thought I explored this room very thoroughly. Alright. So back in the study, we saw that the clock opened at 6 o'clock. So had I found these switches, I reckon I would have been able to figure it out, given enough trial and error.
Bingo.
The hands are set. The door to thee is open wide. Who holds the key? Shield your heart from purging fire. Regard the night, whose mean is higher.
Mean is higher, average is higher. Okay, I think I should listen to that rhyme again. Clearly there's going to be a trick to traversing this room to get to the door. And that's how you can tell I only read those couple of lines on the walkthrough. Alright, gonna make a save. So I can listen to this damn thing as many times as needed.
Bingo.
The hands are set. The door to thee is open wide. Who holds the key? Shield your heart from purging fire. Regard the night, whose mean is higher.
So that's basically just saying use these particular panels for protection. But I assume that I'm going to need to cross line of sight of one of these guys eventually. Like if I walk in front of this one. Okay, I'm not sure I understand this one.
Bingo.
The hands are set. The door to thee is open wide. Who holds the key? Shield your heart from purging fire. Regard the night, whose mean is higher.
Is it just talking about the shield? That would make sense. Easy.
Smells even stronger in here.
Yep, that's sulfur, all right. Someone's definitely been burning something around here.
What in the unholy fuck is that? Can I kill it with my sword? Okay, it's taking damage. Christ, that thing looks terrifying. It's actually fairly weak.
Silver goblet. Aquatic detail.
Oh, we're going to the aquatic realm. That noise sounded very weird. Chalice.
Silver goblet. Aquatic detail. Fountain. Where's that glow coming from?
The water's magical. That might have something to do with it.
Silver goblet.
I'm actually trying to use the goblet on the water to see if it'll fill it up, but nothing doing. No, wait, it is filled up. Why is it showing up there? Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if this is like a holy water thing or something.
Silver goblet. Aquatic detail.
Yeah, that's 1000% a weapon. I'm guessing maybe I can use this to douse fire and or use it on certain types of creatures, perhaps. Hello. Speaking of,
An angel.
Are you the one who spoke to us before? Are we closer to you now?
Are you here in this chamber?
seems like a pretty serious loophole. Who are you? Who are we talking to here? I keep hearing these weird voices. I have no idea what's going on. Who are you?
Who are you? What is your name?
Convenient. Okay, so Hawk was mentioned in Florentine's room on one of the murals. And by murals, I mean scroll of text.
Can we free you?
Where can we find this key?
Go to the tower and walk with the spirits. I urge you to do this.
Hello? Hello, Hawk! Damn it, he's gone.
And yet we're still standing on the mosaic. We're going to get attacked in a moment, aren't we? Yes, no, maybe. Don't know. Alright, so at least the game has given us a clear goal now, which is we need to go to the tower.
Odd design for a door. The central head's an aperture.
Puzzling.
Stuck fast. There's some sort of lock mechanism built into this.
Yes. But have you ever seen a lock like that before?
I mean, I literally can't tell because it's about 9 pixels wide and 20 pixels tall.
Odd design for a door.
Puzzling.
Won't budge. Stuck fast.
Well, that doesn't look terrifying at all, does it? You know, I'm beginning to think the architect behind this house was a little touched, maybe? So my next question is, can I get out of here safely without equipping the shield? I really don't want to make that run again to find out. Yes, we can. Cool.
Combine the face with the soul.
Way ahead of you, game. Alright, Raphael is nowhere to be seen. I'm hoping now that if we go to where we thought that Requia was, that something has changed. That is not a promising sign.
There's something odd about this pillar.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Powers faint but very powerful.
Do I need to follow this path, perhaps?
There's something odd.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Powers faint but very powerful.
Okay, that's no help whatsoever. Nothing here.
With the fires of wrath, he shall consume.
Again, I'm lost. We were just explicitly told to go back to the tower and start looking for the key in the lock. Well, I'm here, but I'm not sure what to do. There was also the teleporter near Florentine's room, which I'm still very, very curious about. But I can't imagine that just activating itself on its own. Surely we've got to actually do something to get that going.
The path. Give the command. The associates. The path to Requia is to be found in the south.
So we're facing south at the moment. That leads to Hellard.
Requia can be located in the east.
Rebecca, can you tell me anything useful about Hawk, please? No, there's nothing here about Hawk.
I have a feeling this book holds the answer.
No doubt.
No, there's nothing new there. I really don't want to look at the walkthrough immediately again, but I might have to. This spiral on the floor seems very strange. Just Just doing a couple of laps around this spiral. Or this
There's
pillar.
something odd about this pillar.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Power's faint but very powerful.
There's like not a little hidden switch or something nearby that I can interact with to get this thing activated, like the clock.
The beast has fled to the tower, and with it our bargain. I warned you against making the Dodger your own, Florentine. Now we will all pay.
The Dodger, your own Florentine. That's a very unusual sentence.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm okay with that. We were clearly told to go to the tower. Alright. Reading the walkthrough a bit. Oh, come on. Really? Really? I mean, that is on me. I should have experimented a bit. But when it says the door has an aperture on it, I mean, the first thing I think of is portal, but the second thing, I can tell you what I don't think of the second thing is, and that is throwing water at this should not open this door.
Stuck fast.
That's just rubbish.
A sword. Alf's sword? The sword of the dragon.
A sword is mentioned in Florentine's journal, which was originally in the Chamber of the Soulstone. Florentine appears to suggest that by removing it, he set into motion a series of unstoppable events. He continues to say that this sword is somehow connected to the Soulstone. Later, he's unable to hold the blade as it burns his hand.
And yet we can hold it, which is probably a very good sign. Eternity the Dragon Sword. I sincerely hope that recharges. What? Is this a case of, oh, you've picked up the sword, now you can give it to me?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes. Unfortunately, unlike Alf, I am not remotely interested in gaining your trust. My sole concern is that you cease this tiresome charade. Right now.
What's a charade? I've heard of charades, but what's a charade?
Lieutenant.
What?
That's what Alf said. That's you, isn't it?
So you can recite what you've been told. Very clever. And your charming lady friend. My dear, why don't you use your undoubted influence and persuade this young man to close his mouth?
Who are you? What do you want?
I am Belial. As to what I want, well, that can wait a little longer
Are you a real doctor?
while we have some fun. Humans do still bleed, don't they? Splendid.
I get the feeling this guy's not a real doctor. What the actual F is going on? I don't think we should give him the Shrive. Florentine was chasing the Shrive, so it makes sense that he would also be chasing the Shrive.
What have you done?
The Shrive, please.
No, don't do that.
The Shrive, please.
But thou must.
Here, goddammit.
The gloves worked. Florentine was wrong. I will be master. Master of all. Starting with you. Well, that's that then.
That's actually a death. My goodness, I was not expecting that. Wow. I'm actually kind of mind blown by that. So we walked in there, we picked up the Eternity's Dragon Sword, turned around, and then Belial turned up and promptly killed us. Also, Belial is now a doctor. He carries around a stethoscope, which means he's inherently trustworthy. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of blown away by that. Boot door's open. Don't remember what that is. Let's try the other door here. Yeah, throwing water at these doors is just rubbish.
The blade's as sharp as a razor.
Careful with it then.
But unlike this sword doesn't seem famous.
You have done well. That is one of my most treasured possessions.
I'll look after it for you. Do we need it for something special?
It is both a dedicated weapon and a key.
I'm so confused. Were they trying to do an Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade kind of thing with those two swords, or what? My God. Give me some answers, Alf, please.
The first time we met, we talked about this.
The Shrive. My life was lost defending it. I sensed that you had taken it. Guard it with your life.
Can you tell us anything more?
The laws of the place where the Shrive and my life were taken forbid it.
Oh, for God's sake.
I must go now. The power of the blade is fading.
The more I play this game, the more I realize I'm not getting any answers to anything. But I assume that is the correct answer, the correct doors to go through. We chose well with the sword, apparently, because that's a thing. So this sword. The actual F. Alf's dagger.
The blade's as sharp as a razor.
Careful with it then.
Alf talked of this dagger as a key. A device to enter...
There we go. He didn't say that, but whatever.
I wonder if it's anything more.
A key to what? I don't have an answer to this one.
Yeah, it's got 6 up the top there. I wonder if this is another charge weapon. Yeah, it's a charge weapon of some sort. Guessing it is similar to the staff that we picked up earlier. Same thing. Same delayed direction there. Okay, so we actually have another option here, which is What Shrive? Which I can't imagine would work, but let's give it a go.
I've got nothing of yours.
You're lying. Give it to me.
Give it to him. It's over.
Well,
Looking for this? Oh, we still have the Shrive.
We'll ask him to be back for that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see his tan.
I think I need a minute after seeing that. There are parts of this game that I really, really like, and that wasn't one of them. Can we grab the sword at this point, or is that just going to lead us to death? That was hilarious, by the way. No, that sword is gone. So Eternity to Dragon Sword was something that we could pick up and use for half a second, and now it's gone. I do wonder whether I need to refill the chalices. I'll do that. Ah, God. What the fuck? Bear with me. Right. I was going to deal with the damage up until that point, but no, taking a hit like that, not interested. Alright, so we can just do this very quickly. What Shrive, bro? So this chapter is called The Mark of the Beast, and I completely screwed up because I was using the control key on my keyboard to fight instead of pointing and clicking like that. And that's... Oh my god. It's so hard to dodge unless you've actually got your fingers on the strafe buttons. And that's actually harder than it sounds, because if they get too close, you need to back away using the arrow keys. And unfortunately, because I play with my left hand on the arrow keys and my right hand on the mouse, it's very, very hard to do. We can take out this first guy with a full charge though. Just like that. And then the second dude is giving us some grief. I think what I'll do is just patiently wait for this to recharge and then go after him. I imagine this is on a similar recharge time to the staff. Damn, dude. Okay, this guy's got a few hit points. Do I pull out conventional, non-mystic weaponry? Alright, let's wait for 6. How in God's creation are you not dead yet? I am damaging him, but this is taking a lot of firepower to go down. Holy crap. Alright, what was I doing? The chalices. Let's refill these. No clue if what I'm doing here is right or not. So chalice 1. Come on. Yeah, I wanted that to say chalice 1, but it's currently not. There we go. Oh, it's because it was in blue. I was too far away to fill it. Okay, let me rearrange those items a bit. So I've got my staff and my dagger as 2 and 3. I can use those as rechargeable weapons to do some damage before I switch back to conventional weaponry. But I will make a save. Never mind. I'll make it now. So at this point, our goal is clear. Head to the tower. I thought it was clear last time, but apparently I just suck at these sorts of things. I'm going to leave this guy alone. This could be a problem. Hopefully there's no more ahead of me. Really? And just like that, the dramatic music stops. What are those dudes? I mean, I assume they're demons of some sort, but the fact that they look so humanoid is very disturbing. Much more so than these guys or the other...
What the hell?
That got me. That actually got me. And now I'm surrounded, and now I'm taking damage. That got me. That scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Alright, so does this mean I definitely need to hang on to the sword as a melee weapon then? Because these two are ranged weapons? Yeah, I think it does. Let's just kite these two around for a bit. I'll give it a moment. I mean, that's straight up an MIB or something. Alright, let's make a save here. And I'm going to BRB because I'm hearing some bad noises outside. I don't know if it's rain or what. but I just want to investigate. Back in a sec. It's rain of some sort, but it's a very, very unusual weather pattern. Normally when it rains, you expect it to sound a certain way, but this one sounds different. It's not hail. It just sounds very, very strange. But yeah, it is raining outside. Very fascinating, I know. Alright. Let's see if this scares the shit out of me again. So there's one that spawns on the left and one that spawns on the right. I'm not taking damage here. I'm just not. I'm also not hitting the side of the wall like that. I'm just not.
God.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh boy. I either need both fully charged or I'm going to need to resort to firearms, I think. Firearms is looking mighty tempting right now. Game. Jesus. Really? Really? Right, I think that is the quickest and most efficient path back to the tower.
Combine the face with the soul travel.
Once again, game, I am way ahead of you. Different cutscene.
This is useless. We haven't found a way to get to Raquia. We could go on forever in this damn place.
Indeed, you could.
Raphael.
The way to Raquia cannot be found in this corner of the tower. You must look to your own world for another gate.
Wow, one of the first questions we can ask is, so who's Raziel? I assume the other gate is in Florentine's room. But how do we get it activated? I'm hoping we can ask you all three questions, unlike the conversation we had with Alf. But let's ask him where we should look.
Where should we look then?
I am sorry. I cannot help you there. I am of this place, not of your world.
So you've just implicitly confirmed that you're confined to the tower and that you do not travel between realms. So you took out the demons guarding the gates, but that's really all that you can do, I assume.
Can you tell us anything about Raquia?
Raquia is the realm of the spirits. That is all I can say.
Because you haven't been there.
We've heard the name Raziel before. Can you tell us anything about him? Anything at all.
Neutral.
Raziel is the master of the realm of Rakri, the demon of internment. He has the power to grant imprisonment, and the power to grant freedom to those who can pass his tests.
What sort of tests?
I cannot divulge that secret. His tests constantly change.
Look, we've really got nothing to go on. Is there anything you can tell us? Just a hint.
I cannot. I must go now. Till next we meet. Farewell.
You didn't say anything, Rebecca, but I completely agree. We can't enter it from this corner, so even though presumably we've got the key, Raphael said that being here is pointless. So how about we go where I think we need to go? Okay, I understand why that broke now. That broke because I used the dagger just before I entered there. That's very funny, actually. Right. I was completely expecting someone to spawn there, and they did not. I believe we need to use this teleporter to go back to Florentine's quarters. Was this the room where I needed to use the tiny key? If I did, it was on the previous video and I do not recall using it. Right. Please. Just show me that I've learnt something playing this game. Please. Nothing?
Doesn't appear to be working.
Damn, I was so certain that was the answer. Let me check the tower or the observatory very quickly. Through to Room of Epilepsy. In the Sussy Corridor. Okay, so maybe... No, surely not. Surely the answer is not to go to that pillar and use the dagger. Because if it is, then Raphael's either a goddamn liar or I completely misinterpreted what he said. I don't want to believe that Raphael is a liar. Because I assume the tower is a quote-unquote neutral place, and that the person guarding it is therefore neutral as well. We're talking about someone who defeated the demons at the gates, so... where am I going? I'm definitely not going that way. But if I can't get there through the tower, then it means I've missed something, or something else has changed here. Maybe another room has opened up, where I can find another gate to take me there.
Behind the face.
God, that is making me so motion sick. That is Helid. Gonna follow the path here just because I can.
There's something odd about this pillar.
You're right. It's making me feel nervous. Power's faint but very powerful.
Nothing. That has to be the entrance. It has to be. So let's assume what Raphael said is true.
Daughter, come from there and see the fire in the sky.
Don't distract me like that. There was nothing in here, was there? There was just these two rooms on the... It's interesting, I just saw red. I just saw a flash of red there, not sure why. There's these two rooms here, and both of these were dead ends. This one had absolutely nothing in there. Nothing. And this one had some maps and stuff, maybe a rune. I genuinely cannot recall it this time. It had some stuff right here. And as far as I know, that is it for this area. There's nothing else. The key was there.
Mine the face.
Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do is do a thorough exploration of the house again. Maybe we'll find an area where new enemies are spawning, and that will give us an opportunity to try and get on the right path. There's nothing else over here, nothing else at the end of that path. No. Okay, let's assume Raphael was telling the truth then, and we need to find another gate to get us through. If it's Florentine's gate, I'm going to be very upset because I've been there and I couldn't figure out how to use it. This path was blocked. This part leads down into the crusher room.
Doesn't appear to be working.
Yeah, we had to use a serpent there to move the pillar up to the ceiling to get a key. And that was a key which I wasn't sure what its purpose was. Tiny room key. Maybe that's the key which opens the teleporter back to the study. It can't be though, because if it was, this would be potentially missable. We could go into the caverns and not have the key to get us out. And that's a storeroom. There was plenty of ammunition in there. This room here is also a storeroom. I can't even recall... Ah, that changed the pattern, I think, of the crates out here. Which makes no sense, but whatever. This leads back down into the caverns. Oh, maybe there's a gate in the catacombs. Let me just check the first room of the caverns here. Yeah, okay, there's a few places I can check. The first place that immediately comes to mind is the catacombs. The second is the room which next to the Egyptian room. There is a door that is stuck fast, and I wonder if that door is now opened. But the catacombs seems like the right bets, because there's definitely some mystical shit down there. I do wonder if it is now activated. Am I going to get attacked in here? Yes. That seal is gone. Okay, okay. Wait a moment. What about next to the front door? That seal is gone as well. Okay. We have progress. I actually have some progress.
Open. Good. Doesn't appear to be working.
So picking up Alf's dagger appears to have given us or opened or got rid of these runes somehow, which lets us enter other areas.
This tapestry's seen better days.
Is there really only one door in this area? It seems odd. It seems like there should be a door on this wall on the right. Somewhere. But there isn't one. Hello?
Someone spent a lot of time.
Fuck! That got me as well. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. I just went straight through him. You gonna get another one?
Someone spent a lot of time on this.
The iconography has to be spot on, otherwise these things don't work.
Speaking of not working, how about these candles? Can I make them work? Wasn't expecting that, but okay. Am I about to summon Belial again? No, she's doing her mystic trance bullshit.
What's happening?
There's something in here with us. It's gone. I must have been imagining it all.
Wrong, were you? It's the first time for everyone.
No comment, fellas?
Small quartz idol. Is that a book it's got there?
Don't know. It's so small, it's hard to tell.
Oh, I have no idea what just happened. Where does this fall under? Third tab.
Small quartz idol. Is that a book it's got there?
Don't know. It's so small, it's hard to tell.
It's also not wearing a bra. Oof, okay. Oh god. My god, this place is huge. I mean, that hasn't freaked me out all game, but given the amount of jump scares this game is now throwing at me, I'm not liking that anymore. Alright, there's a lot of dead rats here. I don't see any way of activating this.
The gate's dysfunctional, Adam. We're getting nowhere here.
Dysfunctional?
It won't work. There's something wrong here. There's a trail into the tower, though the connection's broken.
Remember what Raphael said about the iron? Maybe it's got something to do with that.
I didn't really get anything out of that, but okay. Maybe that's just the game's way of saying come back here later. And there's an upper floor to explore. Holy crap. Dude, it's incredibly bad manners to get on a table like that. Holy shit. Where's my sword? Oh, ammo as well. Ammunition in the dining room. I thought this place was set in England, not America. Alright, potions, that's good. Ammunition, that's also good.
Someone's coat of arms, maybe. Someone's coat of arms.
That or an organisation. You know, like the Templars or the Masons.
Fuck, where am I? Okay, so let me just do a loop, just getting my bearings. Go this way. That way takes me into a dead end leading to a gate. That way takes me to a set of stairs going down into this corridor here. Into a periphery room which leads into the dining room. Haven't been that way yet, but if I go this way, that takes me back into the corridor where I just was. So this way leads downstairs. That way leads back upstairs. Alright, let's take a look at this last room before we start looking upstairs. And I've got to explore the other side as well. Fuck, this place is... Hello? I've seen that before. Which side are we on? I didn't think that pool was that close to the gate. No, wait, it totally is. So, hang on. The key was directly where I'm pointing her out now. That was the pool with the key. We've been in that room there. That was where we picked up a rune of some sort. Jesus fuck, where... I am so lost. I wasn't expecting this place to be so huge. Yes, I realize you can change one word in there and you can say that's what she said, but Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. I am beyond lost at this point. Please
Open.
tell me. Yes,
Good.
yes. Okay. Okay. That gives me at least half a chance of trying to figure this out. So this door here, that leads back upstairs to the gate. I know where I am. That's the thing that we had to spin to unlock the door. So is this a mostly linear path? Nothing there, nothing on this wall. I can see outside there, which is blowing my fucking mind. We have a door there, which I've not been in yet, I think. An upstairs area here, which I've not been that way yet. Jesus fuck. A completely new outdoors area there. I think I went this way and it led nowhere, correct? No, that leads into the same outdoors area. I believe I've been on the other side of those doors right now. And if I go back this way, this is going to take me back to the stairwell eventually. Yes, okay, so the stairwell is here. I think what I'll do is explore the top of this stairwell first before we go to the back of the mansion. Is there nothing on this table here?
Ceramic vase.
Can I smash it? No. Okay, never mind. We're not doing anything up here. Can't. This makes me wonder if I can open any of the other lockers that I've passed. Shotgun shells and a healing potion. Good. Damn it, I thought I had this place all mapped out and now my mind is being broken. Alright, so that takes me... Hello. So another switch here. There is not. So let me just try finding the stairs here. And going through here. Okay. That very clearly is just a loop which takes me to there. Alright. We have an upstairs leading area here, and we have another door here, which I would like to investigate. I would not have anticipated using that immediately. Am I on... I'm not going to push the button, but I was wondering if I was on easy mode. I hope not. Okay, I heard you, but I don't see you. Now I see you. What is that sound effect?
Damn. Stuck fast.
I think something terrible is about to happen. Based on the music and that ticking sound effect, I imagine there's a bomb going off. Alright, that I think is progression, so how about we just ignore that? Damn, I was thinking that was a bathroom or something, but then I used it and it put the frigging statuette in there. There's so much stuff. Holy fuck. There's a gate here.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. But it's probably got something to do with the destruction of this gate.
Where are we? We came from up there. I mean, I'll get close to it and take a look, but I'm so lost.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Okay, we didn't get a prompt when we ran over it, so...
Another statue. The voices seem to be coming from the statues.
Unnerving. Wonder who the voices are.
Do we have another thing?
Doesn't appear to be working.
I don't believe we do.
Doesn't appear to be working. There's a space for something next to the lock.
We've nothing to put in it, have we?
What is with this music? Okay, I think we've seen that door many times now. I think it's time we explore the outside area and then maybe come back and look past where we put the quartz statue. Alright, what have we here? Been in that door, been in that door. This seems like an area for a boss battle.
Chained shut. What a surprise.
They're enchanted. Extra strength.
I hear you, but I do not see you, so I assume you are behind that particular door there. That ticking noise is part of the music. What the hell? The fuck is that?
This place smells bad. Smells like somebody died.
I wonder what possibly could have killed them. It's just the one in here I can deal with it. Come at me, bro. Preferably in a straight line so I can actually hit you. I don't want to fall down there because I don't... Yep, okay, the stairs are there. That's a really spiffy death animation you got there, buddy. Okay. Anything in here? Spoopy skulls.
Flintlock. Some sort of gun. Flintlock. Oh, God.
What the hell? Later, fellas. Fuck, they're everywhere. Oh, look at that, it recharges. Okay. Oh, I just took a hit. I'll take that hit for now, but let's see. Okay, this thing's reasonably powerful. I'm loading. Not taking that much damage. That's interesting. That gives us another charge weapon, and it seems reasonably powerful, with a very short cooldown. Right, let's go for that again. Just means I need to get past this dude first.
What's that smell?
Rebecca's got nothing to say this time. God, the controls make this so chaotic. Wait, there was another door here? No, I just got myself spun around. Never mind. God, that sound effect sounds like my freaking gas stove is trying to light or something. That is terrifying in the worst possible way. Alright. I have myself a flintlock, but the thing is, the moment I pick it up, we are going to get ambushed. So I would like to wait for my dagger to recharge at least. Might just shuffle my inventory around as well. Let's go to the sword. Never mind, I can't do that. I need to pick it up and then we need to shuffle.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to WASD it and it's not working. Oh, come on. One down. Are they just demons that are disguised like humans or what? Don't know, but either way, there's going to be at least 2 more outside that I need to deal with as well. I should have placed a flintlock in place before I did that, but it's fine. Look at that, it's just called gun. Three spawn outside. Holy. And look at that. It's hit scan weaponry. God damn it. So look, just to be clear, I haven't fought in any civil wars, but I'm pretty sure this is not how flintlocks work. Both with the explosion at distance and the whole, you know, magically reloading sort of thing. So that entire outdoors area, with the possibility of this area here, which remains unexplored, was purely just to get the flintlock gun. Alright, so at this point, I think we need to now make some progress. We can't go that way because there's a rune there blocking progression, but we can definitely go this way. I wonder if this is going to lead us to the active gate, which leads to Raquia. Wait. Am I in the maze that's on the map? Oh, I just did a loop, didn't I? Okay, hang on a minute. Let me check the map. I don't think I'm in the... Well, I know I'm not in the realm of Raquia. I'm just seeing if there's anything here I recognize. Okay, the short answer to that question is no. Okay, so clearly I need to go this way. Or do I? I don't want to follow the rats game. Take every available opportunity not to follow the rats and run into dead ends. Okay, we're clearly following the rats. Hello? So after all this, after exploring this entire area, I still haven't gone down to the catacombs of the study to explore down there. Sorry, I thought I saw something on the ground down there. I was almost ready to flip my ship because this looked like the locker room on the other side of the mansion. But it's not. Is there really nothing in here? Is this like an airlock area where people, you know, just before they go into the realm of Raquia, they come in here, undress, get into their spacesuits or whatever, and then go into the realm? I don't know.
By the seven be bound, by the seven to come, power of one, thy will be done.
And who are you? Chapter 10, The Key of Tears. So he just came from there. Just see if there's anything on the ground I can pick up. I don't see... I see something.
Torch. Wonder who put that there.
There's power coming from the torch, Adam. Flame's magical. It might have been lit for years.
Oh, so we don't have someone who's walking around lighting all the candles, maintaining the candles, swapping them in and out. It's magical. Good to know. We're still not in Raquia.
Some sort of altar. Weird carvings.
I have a feeling those carvings might not be carvings at all. They seem to be moving.
That's kind of fucked up.
3 green crystals. They feel odd.
It's the power in them, Adam. It's incredibly strong.
It's letting me pick them up, so I'm going to try it.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Okay, let me pick one of them up. Green crystals.
What do you think these green crystals are?
I'm not sure, but we've seen at least one of them before.
My father. Right. That chain around his neck. The reason he said he was kept here.
Correct. And whatever the stones are, they're very powerful. A fragment of a whole.
And whatever the whole, its power is going to be like nothing we've seen yet.
I wonder if anything would have been different if I picked up a different crystal, or whether he would have just always grabbed the middle crystal. The chained angel motif again.
Now that's impressive. You think someone prays here?
More than likely, yes.
Then let's start right now. How about praying for some miracle to save us? Budge.
But I think we're going to have to pull out our matchbox again. Wait. Alright, at least I saw it that time. Let's light these things, and then we will play with that lever if nothing happens. Alright.
Come closer. Walk onto the gate. Combine the face with the...
I think we finally have it at last. What the... Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Kuduru, map and marker for the tower.
Now I'm trying to look at that dude immediately in front of it. Okay, I'd say we're here now. So we're in the tower. And we can get to Rakria somewhere here. So this is interesting though, because the other area of the tower was so peaceful. There was no one else around. Which makes me wonder if Raphael was doing something or what, but this area is populated. So clearly Raphael's power does not extend to the entire tower.
Once touched, no man may lay his hand upon the blade. Rakria lies to the north, traveler. The path to Heled is to be found in the south.
So if that's Heled,
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Rakria is to the north. So once again, I have no goddamn idea how these directions work. It's like I'm playing a bad MMO. God, I feel so much more confident if I just recognize any area of this place, but I just don't. I just do not. We can go... Let me just go this way, because I think that's... No, it doesn't lead to a dead end. Never mind. I just wanted to rule that path out, but I can't. Maybe I can. Yes, good. I'm saying good, even though I ran into a dead end, just because that limits my options, because I'm so confused. Alright, let's go up here. Hopefully this is just a linear path. I can live in hope, can't I?
master brings good news of the times.
Yeah, the flintlock that I've picked up there is very, very helpful, I think. Keeping my rotations and my DPS high. Alright, do we have a dead end on one of these paths? Probably this path. Shit, no. That path leads that way, this path leads this way, so I have a choice to make.
Hide and skulk within your walls, but for you, for you there will be nothing. Do you hear me?
Ah, God. Alright, I think I'll be loading in a sec, but let me just explore this way. I may as well see this to its bitter end. Cassia Gates. Is this the Racrian Gate? Is Racrian a word? It is now.
Know that you approach the divine realm.
No, it's not. Hey, Raphael. What's up?
Welcome again, travelers. I see you have the Knight's Blade, a device that will enable travel to Raquia.
So, where is the gate? I don't think it's the one you're standing on. I think the one you're standing on is Aquia, not Raquia.
Raphael, where's the tower gate to Raquia? We can't seem to locate it.
I cannot answer such questions. I may advise, but not direct.
That's brave words for someone who's holding a sword or a knight's sword directly in front of you who could stab you with it. Jesus fuck. Yeah, that's a great thing to say. I'll say that in a moment.
This mantle stone, will it take us to the realm of Raquia?
Alas, no. This stone
Yep,
is the
that's what I
mantle
thought.
that will take us into Aqua, place of the divine. Your quest lies elsewhere.
I recognize the symbol on the pedestal.
What device is needed to travel to Aqua?
There are many, Adam. But your quest does not warrant such a device. At least, not yet.
In other words, come back in a few chapters.
There are some strange creatures in the tower here. What are they?
They are the creatures of the Ire, its eyes and ears. Some of them were once gardeners like myself, but the Ire has transformed them into hideous monsters.
We're killing your ancestors, buddy.
You don't seem to know much, do you? I mean, after all, you are the guide to this place, aren't you?
Steady on, lad. I guide spirit and soul here, not mortal flesh. Remember the Ire. It grows stronger. It may be that one day my power is not enough to shield you.
Can you tell us anything about this blade?
The Knight's Blade.
Can I kill you with it?
It will enable you to travel through a gate from the tower into the realm of Raquia.
Thanks again, Raphael. We should be moving on.
Our time is precious, Raphael. I'm sorry.
Your need is appreciated, sister. Go with all haste and goodwill.
Sister?
We'll meet again soon, I'm sure.
That's either creepy as fuck or you two know each other. Yeah, I recognized that symbol just before the cutscene kicked in. So let's load the game and try going through this door because I don't see where else to go. Or it might be possible that I need to go through the previous gate, trigger the conversation with Raphael, and then come back. Can I drop down here? I've been there. I've walked this path. I could drop down, but I've walked that path. There is no point. Ooh, what is that? I don't
Doesn't appear to be working.
Yeah, and I don't recognize that symbol either, Adam. Okay, we nuked this guy. Please tell me this is the correct way. That's very disconcerting, but okay. Yeah, this looks much more promising. Dead end here, maybe, hopefully. Yep, okay, so we're just going to go up the spiral, where hopefully there's going to be a gate in the center, which will lead us to the realm of Erequia.
Hide and skulk within your walls, but for you, there will be nothing. Do you hear me?
Which, if I remember correctly, we're going here because Hawk told us to go here. Because we need to free him for whatever reason. Why we would want to free a disembodied voice that we have never actually really interacted with for more than 5 seconds, I'm not really sure, but this is what we have to do to progress the story. So that's what I'm going to do. There it is. I think at long last we've made it. Is Raphael going to show up? Wow, no. Raphael was nowhere to be seen, so that conversation was entirely optional by the looks of it.
Nice place.
Yeah, peaceful.
This is a very marked difference from...
Nice place.
Yeah, peaceful.
Tell me about it again, Adam.
Nice place.
Yeah, peaceful.
We've come here with guns.